All right, we're live. Hey guys. Yeah, 2 streams in one day. Unbelievable, right? So, we're going to be playing Would You Rather number 3. You guys can play along if you want. This is a different version that I downloaded. So, I don't know if this is going to be more inappropriate. It's nothing you haven't seen in Cards Against Equestria of all the games that we've played. So, I guess without further ado, let's do this. So, would I rather never leave my city? Hello, Teen Titans. I think that's Ashley. Would I rather never leave my city or never return to my city? That's easy for me because I would never want to return to this city. I hate my city. It sucks. Also, hello, I missed your name, and hello, the commenter Brony. Okay, just gonna go by. Would I rather laugh or make others laugh? I would rather make others laugh, honestly. What's up, best friend? I don't know. What's up, best friend? Would I rather spend the afternoon watching TV or play any sport? Oh, yep, we're going to have ad problems, by the way. But I've got the volume down, so no ads, no volume should be getting through. Huh. I would rather play sports because I'm an athletic person. I like to play rather than just sit and do nothing, if the opportunity is given to me. I think I've had this one before. Would I rather eat sweet food or eat salty food? Neither is good for you. Well, sweets hurt my teeth, but salt is not good for you at all. Either are going to kill you. So, would I rather have a sweet or a salty thing? I mean, oh, Devil Dog Leader, that was the other person. Hello. So eating sweet food is just going to kill me, and eating salty food is going to kill me. So sweet food can be a number of things. When with salty food, it can also be a number of things. I'd rather have sweetness over saltiness. Come on. This is an interesting one. Would I rather be a superhero or would I rather have Christmas never end? Superhero. Christmas has got to end. Would I rather have a third arm or a third leg? Okay, I've said this a million times. Your legs support your body. But in this case, it doesn't say that you lose a limb, you gain an extra limb. So the question is, would I rather have an extra leg to walk on, or would I rather have a third arm to use? I would rather have a third arm because then I could use my hands more efficiently. I can make a sex joke, but I'm not going to. Okay. Would I rather travel to the year 1950 or travel to the year 2050? I think I've had this one before. And it's like I said, would I rather look into the future or would I rather go back to the past? So would I rather go to the doomed future that we are destined to have, or would I rather go back to a time when times were not as bad? Honestly, in all honesty, I would rather travel to the past. Wow, a lot of people want to travel to the future. Dog or a cat? Which one gets more preferences? Which one gets treated more? Oh, shut up. I don't like you. Shut up. I don't care. Well, let's see. Which gets to screw around more? Which one gets to be more of a jackass? Dogs are loyal. But most of the time they aren't treated as heavily as a cat is. A cat gets to shit in their own box while the human gets to clean it. They get to bug humans. They get to wake them up in the morning. They get to claw at them. So considering all things and that I'm a cat person, I'd rather be a cat. Wow, a lot of people want to be a dog. Would I rather always want to lose in a game or not even be able to play? I'd rather want to play because I would want to play rather than not play at all. even if I'm going to lose. I've seen this before. To be remembered as a bad person. I wouldn't want to be remembered as a bad person, so I'd just rather be forgotten. A lot of these I've had before. Would I rather give bad advice or receive bad advice? Receive, because I can just ignore it. Yeah, they are. Would I rather know it all or have it all? So, know everything or have everything? Well, knowing things is good because then you can be prepared for things. But then you can have everything and already be set. So rather than knowing it all, you can have it all already. So, I don't know. This one's kind of conflicted. I mean, knowledge is good to have. But then you can have it all. You can have everything already, so have it all. Just get it and keep it. You can have all knowledge. You can have everything, so it doesn't really match up. Would I rather have 1 meter more in height or be 1 meter shorter? I don't know. I gotta get past this ad first. Screw you. I said screw you. Go away. Thank you. So would I rather be taller or would I rather be 1 meter or would I want to be shorter? Well, I'm 6'1.5". So if I'm gonna choose, I'd rather be shorter. I honestly don't like being tall. There's pros to it, but there's also cons. Again, be best player on a losing team because I still get to play. I've had these before. The giraffe of a neck. The giraffe of a neck. The neck of a giraffe. Jesus. This is interesting. Would I rather live 10 lives in 100 years or live a life of 1,000 years? Okay, I gotta think here. I gotta do some math. So, live 10 lives in 100 years. So, in my entire lifetime of 100 years, I live 10 lives. Or just live a life of 1,000 years. So, live 10 lives in 100 years. So, basically, I would be living for 10 years each because 10 only goes into 100 10 times. So, would I rather live just up to 10 for 10 times, or would I rather just want to live up to 1,000? In all honesty, I wouldn't even want to live to 1,000, so that one. All right, Ashley, take your time. Okay, would I rather have it that my fingers are as long as my legs, or would I rather have it that my legs become double the size of their length? So again, would I rather want to be taller or have fingers that are freakishly long? Well, again, I don't want to be tall, so fingers. Okay, people are weird. Would I rather be illiterate but be able to read minds or just read? I don't know. I'd rather get past this stupid ad. So would I rather just read or be able to read minds? Well, my OC can read minds, so I guess read. Why would you want to read minds? Some minds don't need to be reading. Like, some minds are so, how do I put it? Some minds don't ever want to be read. Like, there's some minds that you just don't want to even delve into. I'm just skipping this one because this one is disgusting. Welcome back, Ashley. Okay, would I rather be basically a fish from the waist up, or would I rather want to be a fish from the waist down? So would I rather be a mermaid or a freak of nature? Honestly, I wouldn't want to be a mermaid. Not that it's bad or anything, it's just I like my life on land, and I'd have to adapt to the sea. Plus, there's so many. Well, there's dangers on land too, just as many as there are in the sea. So, would I rather be a freak of nature or just a mermaid? I'd rather be a fish. There's just as many dangers in the sea as there is on land, so I'd rather be that than a freak of nature. Oh god, this takes math. I don't know what the fuck that is, so I'm just skipping. Would I rather want to run at 100 kilometers per hour or fly at 5 kilometers per hour? Why so many math-based ones? So would I rather want to run fast or fly? I think that's slow. I guess fly, because why not? This is a weird one. I mean, these are weird. Would I rather not return to taste the mayonnaise? What the fuck is that logic? And or shit a tennis ball once. I'm skipping. I don't understand. 50-50. Cool. Awesome. Ashley, watch the name that you put me as. Would I rather want to have a dragon as a pet or be a dragon? Let's think about this for a second. If I had a dragon as, would I rather want to be Rainbow Dash or be Fluttershy Rainbow? Would I rather want to be would I rather want to be a dragon or would I rather just have a dragon as a pet? Well, let's think about this for a second. If you have a dragon as a pet, you can raise it to be nice, and even either way, anybody is going to people are still going to consider you a danger. So no matter what, your pet is going to get shit on. Or would I rather just be a dragon and just torch my enemies? Even though I would be hunted like the ones in Game of Thrones. I could just torch my enemies and not even worry about being hunted. That sounds so wrong. I'd rather just be the dragon. Okay, this is very weird. Would I rather want to feel sexually attracted to a fruit or have fingers stained with risquetos forever? I have no idea what risqueto even is. So, sexually attracted to a fruit or, yeah, that. Uh, um, if I was sexually attracted to a fruit, I have no idea how to answer this. I mean, how? I don't understand how I can answer this. I don't know what the hell a risqueto even is. I'm skipping. I don't have a fetish with fruits. Okay, would I rather be a multimillionaire or live in a world where there are Pokemon? If I lived in a world where there are Pokemon, I'm not a Pokemon fan, so I wouldn't be a Pokemon trainer, so it really wouldn't matter to me. Plus, we'd have Team Rocket to worry about and all that shit. I'd rather just be a multimillionaire. That's the smartest move. I have a feeling we're gonna get an ad. Wow, no. Would I rather want to speak any language fluently or be able to speak with animals? Ooh. So would I rather just want to speak any language I possibly can and speak it perfectly, or would I want to just be able to speak with animals? Being able to speak with animals would be really cool because we don't know what animals actually are thinking about us or what we can do to better on animals, the things that we could possibly say to animals that would help them, that would help us. I think speaking with animals would be much cooler than just speaking any language. I mean, it's a talent. You're basically Fluttershy, honestly. I think it's cool. Riscados is a type of food sparrow, or so I read. I don't know what it is. What the fuck is this? Well, have a vagina in the front or a row of dicks on your back. I'm a male? I can tell you right now, having that on your back is heavily uncomfortable. It would be heavily uncomfortable. And if I have a vagina in the front, I'd just be a transgender. Given my options, the vagina. I would rather have a bionic leg. Would I rather want to be able to only communicate with whispers or only be able to speak loudly? Why would I want to speak loud? I mean, if you communicate by whispering, you don't get your message across. Like, if I want to speak out on something, I want to be able to speak loud and clear. If I whisper it, nobody's going to hear me. So speak loudly, I guess, because why not? Then people will actually listen. Would I rather want to lose an arm and a foot or lose a leg and a hand? Okay. An arm and a foot. If I lost a foot, I wouldn't be able to walk. And if I lost an arm, I wouldn't be able to, use my, function normally. That question reminds me of the uncomfortable volume shifts that Spike was having in Mold Down. Yeah, it's kind of funny. It does. Okay, or lose a leg and a hand. Okay, if I lost a hand, I wouldn't be able to. Well, if it was my left hand, I wouldn't be able to play the guitar. If I lose a leg, I can't walk. If I lose an arm, I just can't function, like grab things normally. I could always get a prosthetic. Golly. Okay. Be the top predator of the skies or the top predator of the sea. Well, from what I heard, a shark has to keep swimming, otherwise it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. And sharks are more than likely to be killed a lot more than a hawk is. Hawks are much more unlikely to be killed, and they don't have to keep fucking swimming in order to not avoid falling to their death. A hawk. Would I rather have a personal chef or a personal masseuse? Well, once I get past this stupid ad. Die, please. Okay, if I had a personal chef, I would never have to cook at all. So, and personal masseuse. I normally don't get massages. It's not my thing personally. I would rather have a personal chef. Come on. Stop using Facebook. I can handle stopping to use Facebook. YouTube's my stuff. Would I rather want to be Aladdin or would I rather want to take Cinderella to the dance? I'll be 100% honest with you. I thought Cinderella wasn't that pretty. I thought she was actually pretty ugly. But, traveling by a magic carpet would actually be really cool because you can fly anywhere. Plus, the carpet has its own personality, so you can use it to your full advantage. Magic carpet ride. Ooh. I only know one of these. So would I rather want to be Julio Caesar or Napoleon? Well, Napoleon ended up, I think, getting killed, if I'm not mistaken. He was a dictator. I don't know either of these, so I'm skipping. Would you have no ads but crappy signal, or perfect signal but more ads? I can handle ads. Would I rather have a dick on the nose or have to wipe my ass with my hand? Some of these questions. Well, let's see. If I have a dick on my nose, I look ridiculous. But if I wipe my ass with my hand, would I rather have YouTube Premium or have your own website? I would rather get out from under YouTube's ass, so I'd rather have my own website. Wiping my ass with my hand, I would get freaking whatever you call it, HIV. I can always wash my hands, but that's just disgusting. I hate to say it, but a dick on the nose, yeah. I can always go to the doctor and get it removed. Why the hell are people choosing to wipe their hand with why do I keep saying that? Why are people choosing to wipe their ass with their hand? That is absolutely and utterly disgusting. Would I rather have to walk on all four... Really? No, I'm not interested in your stupid game. Fuck you. Would I rather have to walk on all four legs always? All four limbs, you mean? Or would I rather want to make the noise of animals unintentionally always? I make horse noises anyways, so animal sounds. Because why not? Annoy the hell out of people. Would I rather want to be able to talk only by asking questions, or only talk by quoting phrases from movies? Okay, if you ask questions over and over again, people are just going to get annoyed as shit. But if you only talk by quoting phrases from movies, you could make a sentence out of it. It would be kind of tough, but you could make a sentence out of it. So, phrases. Fight a shark only with your arms. Okay. Or fight a bear only with your hands. Well, with your arms, you can use both your fists and your whole entire ligament. Or ligament, what? Your whole limb. You can use your whole entire limb. But fighting a bear with your hands, yeah, your hands are going to get bit or like severed off by those teeth. A shark you can push away. I learned this. You can push them away by just barely bumping them on the nose and they will leave you alone. So, I guess a shark. Because why not? A bear? Really, people? I don't know what Charleston is. If this is a song, I have no idea. I know what the Macarena is. It's a very popular and very addicting song. It's a very popular dance. Since I only know the Macarena, I'll do the Macarena. Would I rather be drunk at the graduation party of my daughter or be drugged at the wedding of my son? Both are horrible. If I'm drunk at a graduation party, okay, graduation is not as bad as a wedding. So, would I rather just get drunk at a graduation party where people are drinking themselves? Or would I rather just want to ruin my son's life? I'd rather be drunk. I don't like either of these bands. They're just not my preference. So, I don't like either. This is kind of unfair. So just listen to the Beatles or listen to the Rolling Stones. If I had to choose one, I'd choose the Beatles. I really don't care for the Rolling Stones. Would I rather want a vampire to suck my blood or a zombie to eat my brain? A vampire would not be as bad as a zombie. I mean, a zombie, that would be a lot more painful and a lot more prolonging. Like, it would be a longer death and a lot more of a worse fate. Plus, if a vampire sucks my blood, I turn into a vampire. Is that how it works? So I turn into a vampire, when with a zombie, I turn into a zombie, a mindless drone. A vampire gets to sleep in a cot. He gets to sleep in his coffin all day. He gets to morph into a bat. A vampire. The Charleston is a dance, silly. Never heard of it. What the hell? I didn't push anything. Would I always have to laugh hard when I write a chat, whenever I write haha in a chat? Or would I want to always have to imitate the emoticons with my face? Considering how some of those emoticons are hard to do, I don't really write haha that much. So laughing doesn't hurt you. Would I rather have the elbow joints looking towards the opposite side? So, just basically have my arms turned around. If my arms were turned the opposite way, I wouldn't be able to bend this way. I'd only be able to bend this way. Or have the knee joints reversed, so I'd walk backwards. So would I rather have my elbows just look completely awkward and I could only bend down, or just have my knee joints reversed and walk backwards? I feel like the walking would be a lot more harder to get used to rather than your joints on your elbows. So I would rather just have the elbows. Looks awkward, but whatever. We're just playing a game. Would I rather be searched by Jack Barr or be searched by Jason Bourne? Considering I don't know who Jack is, Jason Bourne, I guess. Insert the meme here. Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne. Alright, night, Ashley. Would I rather want to always wear wet socks or wear wet clothes for the rest of my life? Just wet socks. They're not that bad. I can clean my feet. It's not that bad. I think I've answered this one before. But I rather want to be invisible or read minds. If I'm invisible, I can't be seen. Period. Being able to read minds, like I said, sometimes reading minds really isn't the best thing. It can help in certain times, but sometimes you don't want to hear certain things. So reading minds, I think, would be harder to master. Being invisible, you can fuck around with a lot of people. So being invisible. Have the best house in the worst neighborhood or the worst house in the best neighborhood? If I have the best house we honestly have the best house in this neighborhood. Everything else is crap. So, if I have the best house in the worst neighborhood, I wouldn't want to live in a bad neighborhood. I would rather live in a nice neighborhood. So, having the worst house in the best neighborhood, I could always refurbish it. I could always just not give a shit what people think about it and move on. So, have the worst house in the best neighborhood. I'd rather live in a better neighborhood than a bad neighborhood. Would I rather lose the ability to consummate words whatever, a sexual relationship, or be unable to speak much, to the person I love. I don't know what that word means. Consummate. I guess form a relationship, or hold a relationship. Being unable to speak to a person, communication you need in a relationship. So I'd rather want to not be able to hold a relationship. There's no win here. So basically, you can't hold a relationship, or you can't speak to the one you love. Okay, I always say this in like those movies about people who can't speak or something like that. Why can't they get a notebook, paper, and start writing down what they want to say? Simple answer, people. Just saying. So if I was unable to speak to the person I love, I could always write it down on a notebook, paper, or something like that. But not being able to hold a relationship, you basically suffer for the rest of your life because you can't hold a relationship. I can always write down on notebook paper, so yeah, I'd rather have a relationship than nothing. Freeze to death or burn to death? Freeze. Live forever or die next week? I don't want to live forever. I'd rather die. No, thank you. Have unlimited love or have unlimited money? Love over money any day, because money can't buy you happiness. Maybe if the fuck... Thank you. Would I rather be an unattractive genius or be handsome with little intelligence? Well, if I'm a genius, I could always build something that would make me attractive. Ha! Loopholes. Because having little intelligence is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing. You need intelligence in order to function as a human being. So, since I'm a genius, I could invent something to make me attractive. Have a crocodile as a pet or have a dove? Dove. Not taking chances without like a crocodile. I was waiting for it. Screw you. Go away. Would I rather have it that everyone can know what I think or be naked forever? So basically, everybody knows my privacy, like my private thoughts. Or I can just be a nudist. Since there's a nudist colony, I guess that works. But God, I don't know if I could live that lifestyle. But I don't want people in my private thoughts, so be nude. Would I rather only eat meat or eat only mayonnaise? Meat. Would I rather live in the home of my dreams without internet or live in my current home forever? Oh, shit. Well, if I have no internet, I can't work. But I do not want to be stuck in this house forever. It's a nice house. But what if something happened to it, like it burned down or like, I don't know, a storm came through and destroyed it? If it was still intact, would I have to still live in it? That would be horrifying. I wouldn't be able to work, but that's just on the internet. I mean, I have a heavy life on the internet, but do I really want to live in this house forever? Not really. But it says that I can't have internet forever. if I live in the house of my dreams, eventually I can apply for internet. So I feel I can always get new internet. No, I'm cheating. So basically live in a house with no internet. I can always go to McDonald's and get free Wi-Fi or mobile data. Living where I live right now, I hate it here. I hate it here. So bad. So, if I had to go with a choice, I'm not going to live here forever. Fuck that shit. Would I rather stop eating chocolate or stop eating cheese? Chocolate, I can live without it. Cheese is my shit. Would I rather want to eat one thing for the rest of my life or eat a variety of things but bland and tasteless? I would rather have a variety than nothing. Would I rather want to laugh uncontrollably whenever you find something funny or cry inconsolably whenever I am sad? Would I rather just want to cry a lot or laugh a lot? Okay, this is actually a true fact. If you laugh too much, it can kill you. So, considering how my life is and how easily I can get laughing, I would die. So I'd rather just cry. Just cry it out. Have something in my eye forever, or have something that irritates your throat. Well then. If I have something in my eye, like what's in my eye? Good question. So would I rather have something that's just going to bug my vision, or have something that just irritates my throat? I think I could live with throat irritation. Honestly, I think I could. But with my eyes, it doesn't say it's going to be sore or anything. It's just going to irritate it. I have something in me right now that irritates my throat every 3 minutes. So irritate my throat. Be a vampire, or be a magician. So would I rather want to be something that feeds on blood, sleeps during the day, can morph into a bat and hypnotize people, or just be someone who is pulling illusions for the sake of entertainment? If it said necromancer, I think I'd choose it. But I think I'd rather be... God. I don't know if I'd want to be a vampire. Vampires... Sure, they have a lot of fun stuff with them, but I don't know if I would want to be one. I mean, the taste of blood for life? Ew. But being a magician really, it pays the bills, I guess. Be a magician. Necromancers are ones that practice dark magic. Would I either want to be able to teleport or be able to fly? Teleportation can take you to a place like in an instant. So would I rather be Twilight or Rainbow Dash? Honestly, I'd rather be Rainbow Dash, but this isn't characters. This is abilities. Teleportation would just take you straight to where you want to go. I feel like I'd rather do that than fly, because I'd rather just be there and get it done and over with. I have no idea, so I'm just moving on. Would I rather be an avatar on Pandora or be a wizard at Hogwarts? So would I rather be a giant blue thing in a tribe, or would I rather want to be a wizard at a school for witchcraft and wizardry? Blech. Well, we have to? Do we really have to? Do we have to deal with like the things like the Death Eaters, Voldemort, that stuff? I mean, I'd love to do like what Harry Potter can do. That would be amazing. But there's so many dangers in the wizarding world. So would I rather want to be in a tribe on a distant planet, or would I rather just want to be someone that could cast spells and get people to leave me alone? I'd rather be a wizard. Oh, I've had this one before. Oh, God. Who do I offend? Michael Jackson fans or John Lennon fans? Oh my God. So, save the king of pop or John Lennon. Skip. I'm not even trying it. I'm not even trying. Skirt or pants? Pants. Electronic music or pop music? Pop. I hate electronic music. It's not music, it's computer. Be a lawyer or be a doctor? It depends on what kind of doctor. There's many doctors. There's dentists. There's doctors that specialize in many things. So being a doctor could be a doctor of many things. Depends on what you're practicing. Being a lawyer, you're basically an enforcer of the law and deciding and trying to fight one's case, trying to prove someone's innocence. God. They both go that both courses take forever to get through. I would rather be a lawyer. An analog clock or a digital watch? I would rather actually have an analog clock. Digital watches are a pain to set up, and they are annoying. Analog clock. I can read those better. I don't care for either. Land sport or an aquatic sport? Land. I'm not a water person. So would I rather fall 3 meters and break my legs, or would I rather fall 4 meters and just break my ribs? Well, if I break my legs, I'm a cripple for life. If I break my ribs, they'll heal. Like if I break my ribs, they can be fixed. But my legs, if they're broken hard enough, then I'm a cripple. So I'd rather just break my ribs, even though it's more painful, but I'd rather break my ribs. Live to see the third world war or not live to see it? I would rather not see a world war. Thank you very much. But I'd rather only use an iPhone or use a brick phone. An iPhone. Even though I hate Apple. I don't know this shit. So moving on. Would I rather have it... What? How does this work? Would I rather have it that the summer disappears or that Christmas disappears? So would I rather have one holiday disappear or just have a whole season go away? If we could go straight from spring into fall, that would be amazing. It doesn't say winter. It just says Christmas. Christmas. Summer can go away. I like the fall better. Summer is the worst time of year for me because I burn easily. I hate the hot, overly hot freaking weather. Yeah, it's annoying. Would I rather have it 50 degrees every day or 0 degrees every day? 50. Whoever has it at 0 is an idiot. Would I rather be the most famous footballer in the world? That depends. Is that football or is that soccer? Or would I rather be the most famous boxer in the world? Boxing is a lot more physical than football is. So I'd rather be a footballer. Boxing. Would I rather erase Google or work for Google? Erasing Google would basically erase everything I've worked for. I'd rather work for Google to make them realize, hey, you need to get your shit together. Car. Not a motorcycle fan. Spider-Man or Batman? Batman has no specific superpowers. He's mostly just a trained fighter with special gizmos that give him the ability to swing from building to building in fancy cars. Spider-Man actually has powers, unless you count the one from Spider-Man Homecoming, who has basically special gizmos that Tony Stark gave to him. But I'm positive that they are referring to the Spider-Man that got bit by the radioactive spider. So would I rather be one of my phobias, be able to climb walls, swing from building to building, or would I rather be the Dark Knight, basically? Considering how many enemies Batman has got, I am terrified of heights. Batman. I would bleed to death or die drowning. Bleeding to death would be very slow and very, not necessarily painful, but it would definitely not be a fun death. Drowning, basically all you gotta do is just breathe in the water and you're dead. I mean, sure, loss of breath is horrible, but bleeding to death would take way longer and it would be a lot more painful. Drowning, I guess. Would I rather be a millionaire, but I failed mentally, or be a millionaire, but failed, but socially embittered? I have no idea what that means. I don't know what that means, so I'm just moving on. Would I rather throw a stinky fart every hour or laugh for no reason every 15 minutes? Laughing's fun. And I'd rather not throw a stinky fart. Live in the countryside or live in the city? Countryside. It's quiet. Would I rather want to live without listening to music anymore or lose a finger? That's tough. Music is basically something you need. It's my motivator for when I'm editing, for when I'm doing things like writing. Living without music would really be hard for me. Losing a finger. If I lost a finger, if it was on this hand, it wouldn't be that bad. I'm a guitar player. If I lost my pinky, it wouldn't be that bad because the only two fingers I use on this hand are these two right here to hold the pick. But that is it. So I'd rather lose a finger than not listen to music. We already did this, teleporting. I don't care. I don't care. Live in the water or live in the sky? So would I rather just be... Would I rather be a sea pony or an earth pony? Or not an earth pony, a Pegasus. Living in the water, you have a lot more threats. But in the sky, you're no more safer. So living in the water. I'd rather live in the sky. Would I rather eat something sweet and repetitive, or eat different things but salty? Doesn't say I can't put sugar on it to take away the saltiness. Yeah, none of these really specify that you can't add something like sweet and repetitive. Doesn't say you can't add something to take away the sweetness. Doesn't say you can't add something to eat. I would rather eat something different but salty because I can add sugar to it. Haha. Plot holes. Work for the Rainbow Factory or work for King Sombra. I would not want to work for King Sombra. Both of those are terrible. I wouldn't want to work for the Rainbow Factory because it would just be horrible. Working for King Sombra, you're basically a drone. But working in the Rainbow Factory, you're basically miserable and have no meaning for life. I don't know. I've already done this one. Animal sounds. Would I rather want to use Windows 2000 for the rest of my life? I have no idea what that is. Or use an 8-inch TV for the rest of my life. So an 8-inch is probably like those old TVs. I could handle that. I'm not too picky on the kind of television I like. Like it doesn't need to be a big TV. But I'd rather want to fight Tyrek or Chrysalis. Tyrek would be kind of intimidating. Plus he can get huge. Probably Chrysalis. I mean, if she's at me with magic, she could kill me quickly. God. I don't know what Windows 2000 is. I'm guessing that's like the oldest version of Windows you can get, or the second oldest. Would I rather have a laggy computer or just watch TV on an 8-inch TV? Oh, shocker! I don't watch TV that much. Ha. And it's true. I really don't watch that much TV. Be tormented by daily spirits or just die. Be tormented daily by spirits. So would I rather just want to live in fear or die? Doesn't say I can't call a priest and get rid of them. I'd rather just be tormented. Because I can call a priest and say, hey, can you get rid of these spirits? Oh shit, I forgot about that. Live in the past or live in the future? Past. Live for a week in the North Pole where it's fucking colder than shit. Or live for a week in the desert where it's hot and freaking killer. I hate the cold. But in a desert, you really don't have anything except hot weather. The North Pole, you have snow. God. Which one would you be most likely to survive in? Probably neither. You can bring stuff that you... Devil Dog Leader, what the fuck, man? Snort salt or snort a red pepper? I wouldn't want to snort a pepper because it would kill me. My subscribers, man. So live in hot weather for a week. Or live in cold as shit weather for a week. If I'm allowed to... So I can bring my own supplies. So I can prepare for these. So what's easier living in? Cold or hot weather? If you're in hot weather, you have a better chance of surviving. Because at least your body is warm and not at risk of going into hypothermia. Now you do have a chance of going into hyperthermia, but you don't have a chance of going into hypo. As long as you are careful, I think the desert would be the better option. Would you rather be a member of the Rainbooms or the Dazzlings? The Rainbooms. Would I rather have a cloudy, rainy, and calm day or a sunny and very hectic day? There's no contest on that. Cloudy, rainy, and calm. Would I rather direct The Lord of the Rings or direct Harry Potter? This all just depends on your preference. I'm personally not a humongous fan of both of these. I mean, I like Harry Potter and I like Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter was a longer saga, more money. Eat eyes or eat a heart? A heart. I've heard heart is really good. Have a normal life to do whatever you want, or live eternity without being able to do whatever you want. I'd rather have a normal life. Isn't that what I'm living right now? Be loved or be feared? I'd rather be loved. No happiness, no life, basically. Would I rather want to try and be rejected, or not try if I have a feeling I will be rejected? That is so me right now. Honestly. I'm afraid to try anything because I'm not afraid of rejection. It's just a feeling I'm going to get hurt. This one doesn't really make any sense, so I'm just skipping. Eat only or drink only? What would kill you faster? Doesn't say what you have to drink. Eating, you have more variety, while with drinking, you only have so much variety. You have to drink water, because water is basically what keeps you alive. You would eventually die either way. You can go longer without food than you can without water. You can go longer with food than you can without water. Have the voice of the opposite sex or have the body of the opposite sex? If I had the voice of the opposite sex, I'd just probably sound... It would probably just sound like I took steroids. But having the body of the opposite sex, that would be weird. Plus, I'd look weirder than shit. Here I am, a male with a deep voice. I have breasts now, and I have a vagina. And wide hips. So, I have the body of a woman, but I have a deep as shit voice and look weird. I'd be a transgender, basically. I'd rather have the voice, because that wouldn't necessarily be bad. Would I rather want to wash my hands before I pee, or not wash my hands before I pee? Not wash, because then you can wash your hands afterwards. Would you rather look ridiculous or act ridiculous? Probably act. Sour and salty, or sweet and spicy? I hate spicy foods, but I hate sour foods. I can take spice, though, to a certain extent. Not hear anything or just be plain stupid. Beethoven was a musical genius and he was deaf. Being deaf, you can expand your horizons. Being dumb, you're just really not smart. So, being deaf, you can expand your horizons. You can still see, you can still, be smart, and you can develop into a better person. So I'd rather be deaf. Whoa, hey ho, don't fall on me. Sorry, guys. TV or the internet? Seeing I don't watch much TV, I'd rather have the internet. YouTube. Even though the internet is a horrible place. Dave Fluttershy or Princess Luna? Luna. That's easy. Lose my virginity to a fruit. What? What is up with this fruit fetish thing going on? Or die a virgin. If I'm going to lose my virginity to something, it's not going to be a fucking fruit. I can die a virgin and be happy. What is up with people? Why do you want to lose your virginity to a fucking fruit? I will never understand people. Kiss my crush or kiss a prettier girl that I don't like. Kissing a girl that you don't like is just a recipe for disaster. I'd want to kiss my crush. At least it's a girl I like. Be chased by Jason or be chased by Michael Myers. Jason is undead, so he couldn't be killed. Michael Myers, he doesn't fucking die no matter what you do to him. One bit. He can fall from a freaking 10-story building and not die. Jason Voorhees. Okay, with Jason, he can only be at that camp, so he couldn't chase me all the way here. Michael Myers, he's free to roam. So I guess Jason? Passed. What kind of question is this? Would I rather get fucked by my dad or fuck my mom? Neither. People, what the fucking hell is wrong with you? Suck a boob or get my dick sucked? Okay, here's a dirty question. Okay, so would I rather just suck a tit or would I rather get a blowjob? Honestly, I have no idea. If I had to go with preference here, I would probably choose getting my dick sucked. I know only one of those people, so probably Mike Tyson. Fly or be invisible? Probably fly. 50-50. Would I rather want to watch SpongeBob for the rest of my life or watch CSI Miami for the rest of my life? SpongeBob. Get free Wi-Fi for life with no devices. Okay. Or get the best devices with no Wi-Fi for life. At least with the device I could do things. Plus I could go to McDonald's and get free Wi-Fi, so. Oh my goodness. Pussy, because I'm a guy. I don't swing with the nuts. I'd rather have sex with my dream love, thank you very much. I'm not gonna fuck my dog that I don't have. Be married to Christina, that girl, or be married to Emma Watson. I believe Emma Watson would be the better one. Sneeze 12,000. Oh my god. Sneeze 12,000 times a day, or have to wait 48 hours before sleeping each time. Okay, so sneeze and possibly just have an aneurysm, or sleep every 2 days, I think, is how that works. Interesting. Would you rather get stuck in an elevator with that dude or that dude from the Addams Family? I don't know the Addams Family, so I have no idea. I think I could handle the sleep. I wouldn't want to sneeze 12,000 times a day. Otherwise, I'd be sneezing all day long. Have any superpower in the universe or be known for saving a child's life? I'd rather save a child's life. I think I know what that's referring to. Thanos. with the Infinity Gauntlet. Would you rather... Okay. Would you rather skip this commercial? Yes, I would. Please? Okay, we're going to be stuck here for a minute. Please go away. Would I rather suck a that or take a... Huh? Would I rather suck a that or take a that up my that? Or be in a gangbang or be gang banged? Person, do you not understand the concept of this game? It's only supposed to be 2 options, not 4 options. Well, I wouldn't want to either suck a dick or take a thing up my thing. I guess a gangbang, why not? Die slowly by a kitchen knife, or watch my family die slowly in front of me and live. I couldn't watch my family be killed. I'd rather die. Be blind or be stone-hearted. So I'm guessing that means either just not be able to see anything or be a cold-hearted son of a bitch. Blind. I wouldn't want to be a mean person. Wow, people, really? Battlefield or Call of Duty? Call of Duty. It's the only one I've ever played. F. Mia Malkova. I have no idea who that is. Or that girl. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. $50 let them go. Da, 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 da. Mia Malkova, it is. Neither. Date a mermaid or merman, but they can't leave the ocean. Date a demon, but they will try to kill you. So, basically date someone that can't leave where they reside. Or date something that will potentially kill me. So would I rather just date someone... Okay. Date a mermaid or merman, but they can't leave the ocean. So, I'm guessing mermaids have the ability to turn humans into mermaids. Either that, or we could just, we could float above the water and still screw each other, or kiss, or hug, or whatever. I wouldn't want to die. Be famous but without money, pretty much where I'm sitting right now. Or be lonely but be a billionaire. Be famous but have no money. Be a loner genius or be a famous dumb actor. I'd rather be a genius. Smell like butter or shine bright like a diamond. So would I rather smell good or be Edward Cullen? That was stupid. If it's melting butter, I'd love to smell like that. That'd be fantastic. Be Stephen Curry, flopper, galore. So would I rather be a flopper or would I rather get rid of this commercial? Yes, I would rather get rid of this commercial. Or would I rather want to be Brian, that dude? Neither. I don't want to be a flopper who has to flop to win. Be smacked or stand in the corner for an hour. Smacked. It's faster and gets it done and over with. Poop my pants while having sex. Why would I have pants on? Or F my mom. Poop my pants, I guess. Why would I have pants on? I'm just saying. Dare give a lap dance to the person to your left, or truth. So now it's truth or dare. So give a lap dance to the person to my left, or have I ever lost my virginity? I am still a virgin. I will say it. This doesn't make any sense. Would I rather be hit on the head with a Bible or with a rubber chicken? A Bible. This doesn't make any sense. I'm skipping. Don't know those people. Skip again. God, no. Can we please just not have ads? You know, you say ad-free, but you're not ad-free. Would you rather be a changeling or be a griffin? A changeling. Would I rather go with Margot Robbie or Kim Kardashian? I only know one of the two, and I do not like the one of the two. 21 Pilots or Eminem? Eminem. Would I rather fuck a fat teacher than anyone else, or never have sex or kiss a girl ever? So rather have sex with someone fat or never have sex ever. Hey, if she's fat, she's fat. Would I rather date a random stranger or be obsessed with cats? Obsessed with cats, because I'm not dating a stranger. Would I rather stick my foot in freezing water for 5 minutes or stick my foot in boiling water for 5 minutes? Freezing water, my foot would live. If I stuck it in boiling water, it'd burn to death. Oh, jeez. Can we not, please? I don't want to find the dogs. Would I rather swallow that from that, or swallow that, and that? Would I rather be an Ursa Major or a Chimera? I had to think about that one for a second. I'd say probably a Chimera. Women have it too, so the facial. That or that? Neither. I don't swing that way. Coffee. Have a shitty car with a nice house, or have a nice car but a shitty house. Nice house over a shitty house. Become the opposite gender and be gay, or be able to remake the planet. I'd rather remake the planet, honestly. This planet sucks. Date a girl that's pretty and poor, or date a girl that's rich and ugly. I don't care if the girl's wealthy or not. Fight 100 chicken-sized zombies, or 100 zombie-sized chickens. The smaller they are, the easier they are to kill. Okay, how long have we been going for? About an hour and 14 minutes. Is that bad? I think I'm going to wrap it up here pretty quick because I'm getting tired. What time is it? Yeah, it's about my time. Oh, whoopsie. Would you rather be in orbit of Jupiter or be in orbit of Saturn? Probably Saturn, because Jupiter's atmosphere is very, very strong, and if I land on it, I'm dead. I'm dead either way. Yeah, I'll probably do a few more, and then I'm going to go to bed. Be able to sleep as quickly as I want, or have a personal chef. Personal chef. I fall asleep pretty quickly anyways. Be a coonhound dog, or be a pit bull dog. I don't care really. Pit bull, why not? Rather sleep with a little chicken that grants what? Hold on. Rather sleep with a little chicken that grants wishes, or sit on nails and have a nail hammered into my Jesus. I'll sleep with the chicken, thank you very much. Drink blue lightning, or drink fireball, royal crown and red wine. I don't know what blue lightning is, but I know what fireball is. That's cinnamon and whiskey, I believe. Would I rather be a member of Guardians of the Galaxy or a member of the Avengers? The Avengers. So I'd rather want to get drunk off my ass or get drunk off my ass. I don't know what blue lightning is, but I'm not a fan of whiskey. So, whatever. Have sex with Kate Upton or have sex with Mia Malkova? I chose Mia before, so why not? Have a super intelligent son or have a super strength son? Intelligence. Alright, we're going to do two more. Would I rather be smart but ugly or be dumb but look pretty? I'd rather be smart. Be a kid forever or be a bad person for 20 years? Kid. Well, let me think about that one for a second. How much is a bad person? Honestly. Nah, a kid. Kids get away with a lot of shit. Alright, last one. Only be able to watch The Legend 27, or only be able to... I don't know, we're going to skip that one. Use no as an answer my whole life, or use yes as an answer my whole life. They don't say I can't write my answer on paper. Saying yes to certain things can be horrible. But saying no to something like a date or something like that, that could hurt you. Yes would be a lot more precarious, so no. Okay, whatever. Well, guys, I think that's going to do it for tonight. I'll try to do more of these more often, and yeah, I gotta get to bed. I'm getting tired. So thank you guys for joining in, and hopefully I will see you next time. Make sure to stay safe, and happy horrors until the next stream.